by Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum. Let's start by paying our salam to Imam and his family. Please join me. Assalamu alaikum wa ala Ali Hussein wa ala awlad Hussein wa ala ashab Hussein. Today I'm going to talk about the rights of a mother. Many of us, either our parents are dead or alive, need to know the rights of a mother and the father. Islam says your parents have a right on you even after they die. Once there was a man that came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل.
Who and asked, "Who is the most deserving of my kindness?" The Prophet said, "Your mother." He asked again. Then the Prophet said, "Your mother." He asked once again. Then, "Your mother." He asked one more time. The Prophet replied, "Your father." Do you know why the Prophet repeated "your mother" 3 times? She cared for you like no one else carried you. You can never give you back to your mother what she gave you for 9 months. It is explained very beautifully by Imam Zain al-Abidin in his book Risalatul-Haqq. Imam said, the right of your mother is that you know that she carried you in the way nobody else does. She gave the deepest love from her heart. She protected you with all her organs. She didn't mind going hungry or thirsty if you had food or drink. She didn't mind being in the sun if you were shaded. She sacrificed her sleep for you. She shielded you from both hot and cold. You will not be able to show her gratitude unless through God's help and giving success. I would like to ask everyone over here, whose father and mother has died? Don't you just wish you could hug your mother and father one final time? Don't you wish you can talk to her one more time and thank her for what you've achieved in your life and what you are today? I ask all of you to take a moment to remember your deceased mother and father. Now, consider the plight of the Palestinian children. If your loved ones were to pass away, you would most likely know the place of their burial. However, for the Palestinian kids, they don't even know the location of their mother's grave. They were together with their family, and with one airstrike, they were separated from their parents within fractions of seconds. They don't even know what happened to their family. They are injured, they are bleeding, they are crying in pain because of the destructions of their peaceful home. They don't have medical facilities as hospitals are bombed. They no longer receive proper education as schools are bombed. No education, no electricity, no food, the very basic human rights that every child deserves. consider the peak of oppression. They try to recognize their parents by their hair and body parts. The pieces of their parents' bodies, are then collected in a bag, and these pieces are buried in massive graves. They can't even fulfill the basic Islam of their deceased parents. Do you know what those rites are? To ensure you give your burial to your parents. You don't just leave the body out there. You make sure that you undertake the rites of your washing their bodies and perform ghusl. The body should be facing Qibla. You ensure that your father and mother are honored properly. I ask you, all my dear brothers and sisters, that anytime you have the honor of being able to wash your parents' bodies, thank Allah that you had that honor. Please know that you are very fortunate. Now, please think about fourth Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam. It was not something the Imam could do on the 10th of Muharram. Please think about the burial of Imam Hussein. Who buried Imam Hussein alayhi salam? Was he buried on the 10th of Muharram? No. He was not even buried on the 9th of 11th and 12th of Muharram. The son of Zahra, his body lay 3 nights on the ground. He had no one to bury his holy body. Narrations say that Banu Asad came to Karbala. They looked around, and what did they see? They saw the bodies. They saw the 6-month-old baby. They saw another body cut into pieces. They saw one body by Farah. Suddenly, from a distance, they saw a man coming closer to them. It was Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam. The narration mentioned that he placed his father's body onto the ground, but there was no head connected to the body. On the 40th, he brought back the head from Sham and placed it with the body. Imam Bakr narrates, when the poison surrounded the body of my father Imam Zain al-Abidin, in his final moments, I saw him with pain. What does the son do when they see the father in pain? The son comes and hugs their father. Don't you? You hug your father of the. You hug the chest of your father. He said, I came. I hugged the chest of my father. The moment I did this, I heard him crying away. I've never seen him cry before. He said, when I saw him cry, I said to him, oh my father, why did you cry when I hugged your chest? He said to him, oh my son Muhammad, I cry because when I am dying, you are on my chest. Whereas, do you know who sat on the chest of my father, Aba Abdullah? I had to see a shimmer on the chest of my father, and I was not able to stop him beheading my father. Oh my gharib Imam, oh my gharib Imam. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Husain al-gharib al-gharib al-Husain. Husain al-shahid al-shahid al-Husain. Husain al-gharib al-gharib al-Husain. Louder. Husain al-shahid al-shahid al-Husain. Please recite Surah Al-Fatiha for my Nano, Dada Abu and Nana Abu and all the marhumin. Salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد
وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. جزاك الله, very beautiful recitation, Muhammad Raza.
اللهم صل على محمد
وعجل. According to the narration, so one of the way to send some gifts to our marhumin is to have a zikr of Ahlul Bayt. So that's why we are here, so that we can send some thawab to our marhumin. So this majlis is specifically for your marhumin, our marhumin, and specifically my mother-in-law and Khala, who passed away last Monday. One sentence what I recall from my memory is she had a very close a relation or very close association with Abul Fadl Abbas. So whenever she had another of Abul Fadl Abbas, I have always seen it is accepted within weeks. Even in my PhD, I was stuck in many times, and I have acknowledged in my thesis that these couple of things that I was stuck, and we did another through my mother-in-law, and it was accepted immediately. So many people have been coming to her to take another, so to have another of in the name of Abul Fadl Abbas and all the people in the suburbs and in the family. So this is one of the qualities I recall. There are many other qualities, alhamdulillah. So you can see, we can see from their children, alhamdulillah, all of her children. She has 7 children. All had a good faith, iman, and muttaqi, and they have a unique. Each of the child had a unique characteristics that we see in our family. So this is what the parents, from the parents and specifically the mother, gives to her child. So with these words, I will request Dr. Ross to come for today's majlis. Bar Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد
Wa digar salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله